What does World at Play mean to you?
World at Play means just being able to provide an excellent idea, which is like the foundation of WAP, which is sports and games to less fortunate kids and adults with severe physical disabilities, and just being able to spread a bit of fun and just bringing a smile to many people. Brilliant idea that such a basic concept can profoundly impact so many people. We've had the opportunity to travel over 4 countries and offer this service to probably hundreds of people and kids. We're very fortunate to be able to come and deliver these activities to people such as my friend right here. These are the next generation of people coming up in the world, so it is setting foundations for what's to come in the world. It's an ever-changing, fast-paced world, so if something positive can be done for a simple idea of sports and games, then why not? I mean, everyone has a fundamental right to laugh in life and smile and have a good time, and if that's what this does, then World at Play is then a fantastic thing. And yeah, it's amazing to see how simple activities can touch people in profound ways. From bringing a smile to their face day by day, that slowly makes them feel better to then do basic things that they haven't done after so long of being perhaps depressed or down or locked away in their own mind. You just free them up through laughter and joy.
And high fives.
And high fives and curling up their hair.
So, Ediko, what does WAP mean to you?
I think it means a change on the course of my life. So I have a job already and I'm quite happy with my job, but I'm even happier here doing what I'm doing now. So maybe I'm gonna keep doing that forever because I can see smiles, and basically that's so simple that sometimes we forget how important it is. So here I can see smiles every day, and I smile every day. I have so much fun. On our training, I was told that if we had fun, they're gonna have fun, and that's what happened. So I'm really proud to be here. I'm really happy, and I really think sport and play is really effective to change lives and to bring impact to people in need. Because you're not trying to force something, it's something natural that they learn by doing, so they don't even notice that they are learning and maybe their lives are changing, but they are changing and they'll be much better people. I'm sure about that.
I think World at Play expeditions are important and sustainable.
I think World at Play expeditions are important because not everyone has the opportunity to play, not everyone has the opportunity to meet new people, and not everyone has the opportunity to be a kid, or for the adults that we work with, they don't have an opportunity to necessarily have one-on-one time. I think it's important for the service users and for the service providers, which is obviously the main point of why we do World at Play. But you ask any single person, any single volunteer that's been on a WAP expedition, and they'll tell you it's changed their lives, or it's changed the path that they want to go down, or they've never experienced something as this. You're never going to get a negative experience as a WAP volunteer, in my opinion, because even if you're faced with challenges like on a daily basis, and even though at the time it might seem really hard, it's all worth it in the end. To get a smile, to get a hug, to get a high five, for a kid to learn your name, to know your name. I think sustainability, like World at Play, I've worked with several NGOs, And I think World at Play is probably one of the most sustainable charities I've worked with, because every time we go into an organisation or a charity, they know who we are, they know we're coming, they know, to go and get the balls and the equipment that perhaps has been left from the year before, and they know that they're going to have What kind of challenges has the WAP team faced on this expedition?
I think a major challenge that we've had is dealing with space and weather. I think we've done a really great job of coming up with different imaginative games or adapting games, whether that be to the space, whether that be to the weather, whether that be to the physical or kind of mental capabilities of who we're working with. I think we've done an amazing job of that. Another challenge we faced is, I think, kids not being used to playing with one another, meeting new strangers, and having to suddenly trust them in certain games or count on them, and it's something that kids maybe have never had to do before. And I think that it's been especially difficult in certain sessions when we have kids that come and they start fighting or squabbling, and especially because we don't know the language, trying to sort those kinds of things out is really, really difficult, and is quite a hard task. But I think that's one of the amazing things about play and why it's so universal, is because we can take kids that were fighting at the beginning of a session and maybe give them a timeout and then have them come back, and we can create positive competition, and we can create trust within people that didn't know each other just through sport and play. And I think by the end of our sessions, we've never really had anybody that couldn't play anymore because they've been fighting with somebody else in the session. So I think that speaks volumes for how universal play is through languages and through different countries.
Why should people come and volunteer for World at Play?
I think being a volunteer can change not only your own life, it can change so many other people's lives. Before this trip, I didn't really realize how much work and effort it takes to work with disabled people. My mom back in Sweden, she worked full-time with disabled people and doing sport and play, and this trip has really made me appreciate her work.
I think the kids in Croatia, Bosnia and Serbia and Kosovo would really benefit off having another expedition maybe next year, because I think World at Play really do make some changes in their life in general, 2 weeks in every country, and even though it's just 2 weeks, I feel that the kids have benefit from it, and they will continue doing it the next year as well, or the next following years. We can make a change and just bring more sports and play sessions in their life.
Do you think WAP can change lives?
I think WAP can definitely change lives. It's changed my life and the service users that I'm working with. So firstly, I'll start with me. I didn't want to come on this trip. I was forced by my parents, but in a good way, because I was in a rut back home. And after about 2 weeks of being on an expedition, my mindset has changed and my attitude, and I'm just loving the work now. So that's a positive sign that WAP must be doing something right. And then with the service users, I think it's just great seeing them, how much they respect us as we give in sessions, and how much they grow as people. Especially if we had the placements for a long time. In Serbia, we were at Dom Letinik for 2 weeks, and the relationships that formed there were fantastic. One of the service users, he was crazed about Superman, and I was wearing a Superman t-shirt my first visit, and because of that he would always say hello to me every day, and when I left he gave me a Superman plate as a present, so that was really touching. And I think it's really interesting how something as simple as sports and play can touch people's lives.
How has WAP changed your life?
I think WAP has changed my life in a number of different ways. I think that prior to coming on this trip, I was in a bit of a rut at home, struggling to find anything to do, struggling to get into my career. I'm also a very, very shy person, and And I think coming on this expedition and meeting all of these wonderful people and playing with all these kids has opened me up in a huge way, and has really spurred me on to find a way into a career that I think I will really, really love and get a lot out of it. And I think, yeah, I've transformed a lot. I don't get as scared anymore when I'm faced with a group of hundreds of people. I just go up to them and start doing what I know what I can do. WAP has changed my life because I know that I'm changing lives from doing what we're doing here in the expedition.
And I think, you know, it brings people from different backgrounds together. We've just finished a session in Bosnia, in the Egyptian village, and it started off, two of the young lads didn't want the small kids to play, and one of the girls with a disability, he gave them a ball and told them to go in a corner and play. And you know, that's not what World at Play is about. It's about you know, uniting people and, you know, forging friendships. And, you know, within 5 or 6 minutes they were so involved.
Hey Marion, could you describe World at Play with one word?
Unity.
Hey Elizabeth.
Hi.
Could you describe World at Play in one word?
Not with one word, but I would describe it as an opportunity for kids to smile.
Hey Jenna. Ciao. Can you describe World at Play in one word?
Inclusive.
Hey Enrico. Can you describe World at Play in one word?
No, it's impossible. It means so many things. Sorry.
Cute.
Hey Chloe.
Hi.
Could you describe World at Play in one word?
Fun.
Hi Lucy. How would you
hey.
describe WAP with one word?
Extraordinary.
Hey Seb.
Hey.
Could you describe World at Play with one word?
No, I can give you two though. Life changing.